Alright folks, welcome back once again to Let's Play Starcraft Brood War. I'm the mysterious JG. Artanis has no mouth, no nose, and very little clothing. Artanis, our executor, has no nose. How does he smell? Terrible. Yes. Anyway, we're ready for the final mission. I know it's only mission 8, but there's only 8 Protoss missions, 8 Terran missions, and then 10 Zerg missions in Brood War. It is a little bit shorter than the regular campaign. There's in fact a secret mission you can unlock during the Zerg campaign, but it's actually not a Zerg mission. So really there's 9 Protoss missions, but only 8 of which we can actually play as part of the Protoss campaign. And the last of these is Countdown. Watch me prove myself wrong and have a horrible play here and like fail miserably and be the laughingstock of future peoples. But my recollection is Countdown is significantly easier than really anything from the second half of the Protoss campaign in Starcraft. Of course, the Protoss campaign from Starcraft was the third of the 3 campaigns and easily the most difficult. There was some nasty, well, there was like 1 or 2 nasty missions you play as the Zerg. And there was only 1 mission in the Terran campaign that I ever really had a lot of trouble with. And in this last playthrough, I surprised myself with how smoothly I got through the Protoss stuff. But there was one really nasty mission with those Protoss where it was the trial of Tassadar, and then a Zerg mission that I was not expecting to have too many troubles with. I actually had a pretty close call, almost blew it. But I'm expecting this to go quite smoothly, so again, let's see it all go to hell. Protoss mission is the third of 3 campaigns in StarCraft. In this one, it's all out of order, and the Protoss campaign is actually pretty simple. But the Terrans, the difficulty will ramp up considerably in the Terran campaign, at least in my opinion. I find the Terrans the most difficult to play anyway, because I'm such a fan of set it and forget it defense and then organizing my offensive units while my defense just holds, and the Terrans really involve you to be constantly on top of defense. And the Zerg, who are my favorite to play, and I consider myself the best with the Zerg, but I know they have a lot of inherent weaknesses. The Zerg campaign in Brood War is just brutal. It gets really hard. I mean, the earliest missions of it aren't bad at all, but when you get to the end of that, it's going to get nasty. It's going to play on all the things the Zerg are weak at. The Zerg need to outnumber. The Zerg are going to have the weaker units than a Terran or Protoss foe, so they need to outnumber their enemy with weak disposable units and overwhelm them to win. So, like in the Zerg campaign, at the end, we're going to be coming up against enemies who outnumber us and have better units. It's going to get ugly. Why am I talking about that? We're still on the Protoss. At least until I finish this next mission, Countdown. Countdown, main Protoss base, the planet Shakuras. It's not New Antioch anymore?
This entire chain of events has been masterminded by Kerrigan, and we played right into her hands.
Yep.
Yes, we did, Artanis.
We suck.
Yet our course is set, nonetheless. Using the Temple's energies against the renegade Zerg may accomplish Kerrigan's aims, but it is still our only chance of survival.
And survive we will, my warriors. For
You
too
too,
long
Artanis.
have we labored in futile defense, as our enemies push us further and further away from victory. The time has come to let loose the full fury of our powers. Never again shall Shakuras be despoiled by the foul touch of alien species. These Zerg shall be the first
Rainer?
to fall before us.
That really sounded pretty
Patriarch,
crazy.
I have served you for many millennia. I have always valued your wisdom and strength. Yet, lately, in your mind...
Just the last couple of
have
centuries, I
sensed
mean, just lately.
Something that clouds your true spirit. Though Kerrigan has gone, I wonder if her treachery still remains.
Off with your head!
Be at ease, Zeratul. I am still the same Rashagal you have always known. These recent events have weighed heavily upon me, and I am wearied. But fear not. My warrior spirit will shine before you and light your path to victory.
Shine, 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 shine your love. That was Zeratul as Shofunaki, by the way.
Temple while the Zerg still muster their forces. I shall carry the Urash myself, while Zeratul handles the Callus.
Executor,
You can handle my
you
cows
shall provide
anytime.
escort
Ooh,
for
Zertul's a
Arcanus and
hottie.
Zeratul as they make their way to the temple. God's willing, we will channel the energies of the Zelnaga and scour this world clean of the Zerg.
Scourge this world
Go
of
now,
the
my children,
Zerg scourge.
and know that the survival of our entire race depends upon your actions.
No pressure, though. No pressure, guys. Go out there and have fun, alright? Relax. Enjoy the destruction of the Zerg. So, the great question remains, where the hell did all these Zerg come from on this base?
When you bring the crystals to the temple, the Zerg will surely send all their legions to destroy you. You must be prepared to protect the temple itself from the swarm.
Sure thing. No problem, lady. Okay, so, first things first, we have to make our bases defensible. Don't want to go overboard with this because, in fact, if memory serves, we are going to want to connect. We have 2 bases. I don't know why we have 2 bases, but we have 2 bases. And we're going to want to connect them.
Direct my wrath.
So I figure out where I want to build towers at.
Consider it done.
Probably need a couple over here.
Indeed.
And I probably need a couple, well,
Consider it done.
maybe there's like some place where there's 1 choke point. You guys got gas too? Oh, did I think I selected a new base when actually I hadn't? Yes, that's what happened. You guys do not have gas, so I need to not go overboard with building too many probes. I built like another, I've already got 10 more probes queued up. That might be going overboard, although I think there'll be more resources somewhere on the map. Let's not go crazy with the probes just yet. So I think we need to get pylon and a couple of cannons up here would not be amiss. Actually, up here we could just do a couple of pylons and do some photon cannons right up there on the actually, you know what? Bring these up a little bit so I can go all the way. Well, I didn't need to cancel that other pylon.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, so they came up and killed Zeratul, like, immediately. What did I say about talking big and being made to look like a fool? Yeah, let's restart this mission. What do you say?
When you bring the crystals to the temple,
Yeah, whatever,
the
shut
Zerg
up,
will
lady.
surely send all their legions to destroy you. You must be prepared to protect the temple itself from the swarm.
You know what? No, I am going to go ahead and build 5 more workers at each place. Screw it. Now I feel like a cheat, but I know exactly where their first attack should be coming from. So, get cannons over here, like, as soon as possible, I suppose. But there is actually a Zerg base between the 2 Protoss bases, and that is like the first thing we need to take out. Take it out so that we've got one big connected Protoss base on this continent, basically, because what we need to take over here, the Zerg currently run. It's got a bunch of, sunken spore colonies. It's not really a functioning base there. with another... This should hopefully be enough for that first attack if they all warp in on time. I don't have enough minerals.
Yes, Executor.
Alright, we're gonna get here on time.
We are under attack.
So what was I supposed to do about this? I guess we did eventually win the day, but... I don't think he's got a straight shot across here that doesn't involve running into Zerg, but... No, he sure doesn't, does he? Though it looks like it's all... No, there's a spore colony.
Indeed.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yes, I have engaged the enemy. You got that right, bucko. So the only good news to come out of this is that they didn't actually get through, so all this can be replaced. And I know where to... Okay, you need to stop chasing that thing. I didn't realize you were still doing that. There's like no way you're getting through this mission alive, buddy. I'm sorry. You're already almost crippled. Okay, so we're gonna have to stomp over that base that's between us, and really,
I long for combat.
he longs for combat. I don't think it's in our best interest to do anything real fancy there. I think we just need to build up a zealot rush and do it. Don't know exactly what kind of stuff they've got, but I do know that we need to be prepared for attacks. There's also Zerg bases at the far north of the map. Just put something here with like maybe 2 cannons next to it. Anybody who attacks from up here can hopefully get drawn over into this cannon and then into these cannons that I'm going to put here. Oh, what do you know? Trying to cancel him. There's a reason we started out with some actual forces this time. Oh, it's tempting to put. It is tempting to push the attack here, actually.
Upgrade complete. Instructions.
It's not unthinkable that that's a good idea. But they've probably got enough that that's really ill-advised.
Yes, Executor.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Now we've got to finish these mines off so they can look pretty. Okay, so anyway, the Zerg control this area here. It's not really a functioning base. It's just a bunch of, you know, spore colonies and sunken colonies and stuff. And I've got workers who were never given anything to do. So, oh, I didn't realize you were ready to go. But there's no reason to take that over. The countdown, that we have to hold it for a certain amount of time or we lose. That countdown starts after we've taken the thing over there. It's like a beacon. If we hold that spot on the map, then this kind of countdown starts up. And I can't really come up with a reason why we'd want to get that going early. Now this is a good place to build pylons and cannons because there are Protoss or Zerg up there, and they're going to build flyers and attack us with them, or send drop ships and stuff. They start sending guardians and the like. Well, you know, cannons won't do any good, but I think we've got a little while before we have to worry about that. And of course, eventually we're going to be in a countdown race trying to hold the Zelnaga Temple, and there's going to come a point where holding these bases doesn't matter that much anymore. But we're not there yet.
You have not enough minerals.
I do too have enough minerals. So these are just a great way to harass dropships and prevent them from screwing up your stuff. Doesn't look like I can place anything over here, so. That being said, let's back off on this for a while. Let's take an unnecessary risk and use Zeratool to scout ahead a bit.
I do this for
Don't want to start getting into observers and
So
stuff until I
be
got a
it.
few more resources.
I do this for ire.
There should be an entrance to this base somewhere over
It will
here.
be done.
Although they came in from this way, so.
I do this for ire. Entaro Adun. I do this for ire. It will be done. I do this for ire. It will be done. So be it.
We are under attack.
There's an Ultralisk. Yeah, that base didn't look like one that was going to fall without a lot of work.
I do this for ire.
Make use of me.
So whatever route we got to take, it's somewhere over this way.
Lotari. Mitora. Commencing. Magatsul. Lotari. Commencing. Magatsul.
Be expecting some creep any old time now. There we go.
Magatsul. Upgrade complete.
Hey, look, it's a closed off vault of some kind. probably not stay the case forever, but right now we've got more gas than minerals, which to me suggests it would be a great time for a Happy Cloudman rush. I said we weren't going to get fancy, but Happy Cloudman will be good on defense too. When we hold that base, and the Zerg start throwing everything they got at it, there are certainly worse things we could have on our side than Happy Cloudman. Yeah, this would be my last chance to play as the Protoss in Starcraft. As long as I'm doing this LP this way, where I do the story missions and I don't do any random maps and stuff, this is it for me in the Protoss, so I might as well go all out, play with all the Protoss toys. Alternately, I could concentrate on winning this efficiently and not spending all freaking night doing this. And I just got a Zealot upgrade. If I'm going to use Zealots, this is the time. But no, I don't have Templar Archives either.
Upgrade complete.
What upgrade was complete? Oh, this upgrade. Well, we'll hang out. We'll hold off a minute for that.
State your will. The warriors have engaged the enemy. I long for combat. For Adun.
You probably need to take a break from combat, buddy. It might not really be necessary or even useful to do a full-on Happy Cloudman rush at this point. So I think we need to take out this space sooner rather than later. But I like them. And the Templar Archives just arrived, so I can literally, just as I was having this debate, now have the option of building them. That's true. They don't cost. They actually. They cost fewer minerals than Zealots. So if I'm worried about minerals, then they are the way to go. This will give me 6. And I'm gliding on over there. Big issue is I'm going to run out of resources before it's time for my next
You address me.
Funtime Happy Cloudman research thing. Though I've got the level 3 shields going. That's the most important thing for them. Attack's nice too, of course. When an Arbiter and an Arbiter, or rather a Templar and a Templar, love each other very much, or really hate the Zerg.
Upgrade complete. The purging is complete. Power overwhelming. Annihilate.
Yeah, armor's not important for these guys, but it will be for other units. And again, maybe I won't build any of those units. Maybe I'll just build lots and lots of Happy Cloudmen. And carriers, who of course aren't really impacted by forge upgrades at all.
Upgrade complete.
Direct my wrath.
We need focus. Obliterate, I heed thy call.
This is 8. Well, that could do it. Gas trickling in. It's 300 per happy cloud, man. Yeah, I think I'll just go with 8. 8 will be enough. 8 is enough. Especially if I have support from
Direct my wrath.
some of these fellows.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
I need a fleet beacon to continue my research. I need a Stargate to build a fleet beacon, so... You know what? Let's not worry about that right now. Let's get all that going later.
Receiving.
Yes, Executor.
There are enemies coming. These aren't packed in tight enough to really be effective against these guys, but...
Obliterate. I am needed. Soon. Focus. Annihilate. For vengeance. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Wow, they didn't really do that well here. They did abysmally. Oh, wow.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Power overwhelming. We burn.
One of these guys is really low on shields.
Upgrade complete.
Think about
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
getting a replacement. Maybe 2 replacements, that way I'll have 9. And, oh, I didn't realize that you didn't get involved in that. You guys can hang out there for right now, because they're occasionally... Oh. There's a Zerg attack for you to come break up. This is thinking you're not doing any good back at my base, but suddenly you would be.
I am needed. Initiated.
Now I'm pretty close to having another Happy Cloud Man, so... Or another 3, which is what I need for 12. And it really didn't go as well as I'd hoped it would, with having 8 of them attack and a couple of Zealots and Dragoons in the south. Although at this point, I think once I build up these Happy Cloud Men, if I'm really worried that I'm not going to have enough, I just need to start building legions of Zealots to back them up. Because I was saying we had more gas than minerals. Yeah, Army Happy Cloud Men, that changed that situation in a hurry. Meanwhile, I'm falling behind on my research, so my research remains incomplete.
I heed thy call. Steed thy bidding.
Don't have a 3-way without me, guys. Oh, good, I was able to pair up.
We need focus. The purging is complete. Cassada Templari. We need focus.
Don't let me get in the way, guys. I like to watch.
Overwhelming.
They should all be back to full shields now. Meantime, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Eradicate.
With Eradicane.
Obliterate. Annihilate.
Other 8 words. My air research got slowed down, but hey,
Direct my wrath.
got some of the basics.
My life for ire. My life for ire. My life for ire. I long for combat. She house. Power overwhelming. We are under attack.
Oh, a whole other civilization has come to kill us. And I do mean kill us. Jeez.
Consider it done.
Either tool, get out of there before you get killed. We're late. And we burn. Must have airdropped them or something.
What battle calls? My life for ire. My life for ire. My life for ire.
Okay, this is going to require some vengeance, I think.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And I'm not going to bother to rebuild these defenses because we should be killing the group that did that to us here very shortly. This should deal with our little Zerg problem, our local Zerg problem. I hope. They shouldn't survive this. We certainly will take losses. Biggest pain in the butt are going to be these lurkers. They don't have anything that can actually see them yet. But sometimes they get up and like move so they can attack more guys, and when they do that we have to make sure we kill them dead. Looks like we got them all. I don't see any more of their little sticking out of the ground things that they do. Ah, we're under attack again.
My life for ire.
Direct my wrath for ire.
Pick my wrath for ire.
Indeed.
Might have been overkill. I got another group of zealots coming too.
State your will for ire.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, we got a new place to build stuff.
My life for ire.
Now to claim this thing, we need to get Zeratul, and we need to get Zeratul
I long for combat.
and
Isoratu.
Artanis to go there, both. Which means that we can clear that entire area out before we go claim it, which in fact we want to do. And the Zerg, I think, have more than one base. The Red Zerg have more than one base down here. Kill it before it burrows again. There we are.
Have engaged the enemy.
Now he'll get up as we move out of range.
Isoratu. Kola.
Single freaking Hydralisk heading over here.
We are under attack. I long for combat. She house. That calls. I saw you. I long for combat.
That is a Hydralisk who knows he's screwed.
Engage the enemy. She house.
Yeah, Spawn Breathing's great. You killed one Zealot. Congratulations.
We are under attack.
It's like little tiny wimpy piecemeal forces down here to mess with us. Probably an attempt to just distract my attention. Because I've got a force here that they basically can't repel. Oh, I hate Guardians when I'm not playing as the Zerg.
I long for combat.
Where'd Artanis send up? Here he is.
I am ready.
Your warriors have
For
engaged the
ire.
enemy.
I feel like you should chase down that Overlord, but...
Indeed.
Oh, good job. You got a Zergling dropped off to where it was trapped forever. There we go. Let's put an end to the Red Zerg once and for all. What do you say, folks? This may not even be the end, really, for all my big talk. I know that there's going to be more Zerg to fight in this thing, but they're like across the ocean here. It's not a Guardian, is it? There's some brown floating around over there. That didn't sound very appealing, did it?
warriors have engaged the enemy.
This is a nice big. The mass killing of their overlords is very good. Should be expensive for them to replace all of this.
Destroy. I long for combat. Go, Kola! We need focus. Throw us up. We need focus. Eradicate it. I long for combat.
Oh, there is more stuff over here. Damn.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Destroy. I long for combat. She house.
Damn. Yeah, this is. There's definitely a lot of Zerg on this map. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's up to the same difficulty as the Protoss on Protoss missions. No, it's there's a lot of Zerg and they're pretty aggressive. So, okay, that explains why they seem to be attacking from so many directions at once. They had more bases than I realized they did.
I long for combat.
Okay, so, yeah, sorry. Let's go clear that stuff out so that we can enter that temple whenever we feel like it.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Who's behind back here? Oh, there's a little old happy cloud man. Who's the sad cloud man because he can't find his friends.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So, like I said, there are bases across the ocean there, but to actually get to them would involve huge, huge fleets of carriers. And more than one. Probably I'd need more than one group of 12. Because I'll have scourges and stuff. I'll need like 12 carriers, multiple arbiters. I'm going to need the whole shebang. But now that I've cleared out all these bases, I kind of feel like giving it a try. Space this out correctly. What was that even about?
Power overwhelming.
They're just dropping guys off somewhere. I don't know exactly where.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I thought they were coming over here to mess with us, but apparently not. Now, I don't have nearly the gas necessary to actually start cranking out with this thing, but I figure once I've got a couple of Vespian geysers going... Yeah. Oh, I didn't lose any Archons. That's cool. I'm just wondering when these guys are going to make their move over here. And how screwed is Zeratul when they do?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Or am I actually just seeing a chunk of, yeah, that's actually their base on the other side there.
Upgrade complete.
There's a detector over there, or an overlord, that's what I'm seeing.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. We are under attack. We saw Zeus.
Okay, so I lost some cannons, but that was it.
I am ready.
I'm totally awesome, dudes.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. I long for combat.
Direct my wrath.
I'm really getting sick of seeing this guy up here.
Consider it done.
So,
We need focus. We burn out calls. Upgrade complete.
Yes, Executor.
hoping that Artanis isn't in way over his head here.
I am ready. I concur.
Oh, he's gonna take it? Okay, interesting strategy.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
These guys and their whole spawn broodling thing of my zealots is getting old, but... Okay.
We saw Zeus.
So we'll have the mother load of gas coming in pretty soon here. And then I think what we can do is save and build a bunch of defenses around the thing that we need to protect, and then I'll play around with whether or not we can actually take out the brown and orange bases. I've done it before, but man, it took forever. So I'm just going to sort of play with seeing whether it's feasible. And even if you take them out, you still have to wait through for the entire countdown, even if there's no Zerg left on the map who can attack. That was it, right? Yeah. Okay. These guys are now coming in full force. Alright, so I gotta wait. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these that I gotta get going, which means really I gotta get another 1,000 gas before I got 6 carriers. Yep. This, yeah, you might be sick of it by now. I think it's just so visually cool. I always love to do it, but this will be our last opportunity to do 12 carriers. I said there's a secret Protoss mission later. It's a secret dungeon crawl mission. This is the last chance we will have, you and me, channel viewer, in Starcraft, the original / Brood War. It's the last chance that we will ever have to build Protoss units. It's a very sentimental moment. Then, 8 missions later, we'll have our last mission building Terran units, which will also be a very special moment because, of course, the Terrans are the race that we open the game together playing as. And the very, very last mission will be our last mission getting to play as the Zerg. But I think I'm just going to be too overwhelmed with how freaking hellishly difficult it is to really worry about getting nostalgic. And I'm actually going to build... I was thinking... Nah, forget it. I was going to build another Stargate for building arbiters, but... I don't even have an arbiter tribunal.
Carrier upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Carrier has arrived. Carrier has arrived.
And there's a lot of resources over here, too.
Carrier has arrived. I long for combat. She house. I long for combat. Your command.
Build 2, just in case one of them gets killed.
Carrier has arrived. Yes, Carrier has arrived. Carrier has arrived.
I am
Carrier has arrived.
We're all carriered up.
Carrier has arrived. have not enough minerals.
Damn.
You have not enough minerals.
So we'll connect both of these to a carrier, because I'm worried that when I go out and attack, one of the observers will get killed. And I'm, of course, worried that eventually they're just gonna keep harassing us with dumb shit like that. Now, there's a reason this ground's all cracked. It's so you can't build photon cannons there to just harass them as they try to come in.
Look at us. You have not enough minerals. Your command. You have not enough minerals.
Gonna be a little while before I can really afford. Oh, come on! Don't waste your freaking time trying to green slime us. Not even on offense. We're just killing your guys that attack us. I really should take them over to get their shields redone, but
Your command.
could I try to do something without arbiter? It's dangerous. Get out! Just leave. Alright, don't leave. Never mind. I think you can get over there. Ah, whatever. Three arbiters. Should make it really difficult to decloak them, is my thought.
Your command.
Oh, I forgot about those guys. Oh, get out of there, get out of there. Those are their special new anti-air guys that are basically meant for killing big flocks of mutalisks, but they're good against anything in the air.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, they're... Oh, good. We killed them before they could really do a number. Although they did hurt one of our guys. I can only hope this is really expensive for them to recover from. Oh, you douchebags. Whoa, get out of there, Artanis. I mean, I'll lose this base, fine, but... Can you see? Yeah, let's say a bunch of guys burrowed. You need to kill them.
War field stabilized. We feel your presence. Instructions. We are vigilant.
I'm gonna go ahead and save because now I feel the need to kill all Zerg ever. They really kind of been frustrating me a little bit. And now with all of us brought together and cloaked, we should be able to really punish these guys. You, the survivors of this base, head on back. You guys start gathering more minerals. I need more rural resource guys. Basically because I don't have... my pop limit's going to prevent me from building 2 fleets of 12 carriers each, but I can have enough resources in reserve to replace them the instant they go down. Here we go. They are pulling out all the stops to kill my guys. Acid spores prevent them from being cloaked. But these guys are expensive. They can't have an unlimited supply of them. So I'm going to lose a carrier here, it looks like.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Wow, I didn't actually lose anybody yet.
Affirmative. Instructions. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And with an unlimited population limit, I could really do a hurting on these guys, but there's like a cheat code I think you can get. Show me the money or something. Maybe that's resources. That would make more sense. There's definitely a cheat code where you can ignore the population limit. I could build 2 12 count fleets of this many guys, but this is what... Yeah, that guy's about to die. Man, I just clicked on him and guaranteed his death. You're not even supposed to destroy these bases. You're supposed to just build huge amounts of defense so that they can't overcome you with what they attack with. suppose I should be researching my arbiter technology.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. The enemy.
Man, they take forever to build. They might punish me for trying this again, but my thinking is they really shouldn't have anybody to spare worrying about this kind of stuff.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, get rid of Scourge. Because this whole northern section here is just packed dense with their stuff. I mean, there's more than this island that I'm taking over here. This is not their whole base. They've got another island that's just this big. And they're just building Scourge because it's all about killing the carriers. Which unfortunately they're doing. But it's a slow, painful process. Oh, wow. Get up here and cloak them. What's going on?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, apparently they've got a defiler here somewhere.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Not sure when the defiler showed up, but
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
they are not going easily into that good night. Or quietly, or whatever it actually is.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, these guys are down to 1 hit point now. Ooh. Oh, there you are. He's doing it again. The same ones. Okay, just park here, guys.
Your warriors have engaged
Next
the
time he tries to do anything, he's dead. Matter of fact, he'll be killed when this observer comes over and sees him, but observer isn't there yet. Oh, because I didn't research any of my observer upgrades.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
How many kills do these carriers individually have?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
How can they see it? It should be cloaked.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Building more. It's not a habit. I'm getting like. Oh, damn you guys.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
That I must have killed that defiler at this point. Yeah.
Engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So I need 5 more. Well, I've got
Your
1,
warriors
so
have engaged the enemy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
My warriors have engaged the enemy? Really? Alright, let's you can clog this whole area with photon cannons. At this point, I think it's time to bring our heroes in here and get the countdown started. Because I think I've established I will be able to take all of their stuff eventually, but it's going to take forever. Using defilers on these guys, which really seems like a waste. But, it's not a waste to use it on these guys. Crap.
Rush is secure.
Oh, shoot. Very poorly timed then. As soon as my fleet gets in real trouble here because of defilers. Or defiler. Now, they still got their shields.
Executor. Zeratul and I will begin to channel the temple's energies. You must prevent the Zerg from destroying the temple while we work.
Okay.
Adon be with you, Executor.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your command.
They're gonna try to rebuild all this stuff. But the good news is I took out their there's only 5 of you because I lost another ship in the meantime. I took out their guys who were like I didn't realize they had drop ships coming over here with stuff. Oh, I only have to last 15 minutes? Oh, it's gonna... I haven't left myself nearly enough time to wipe out their bases, but yeah. I don't really expect Brown to be attacking me. Yeah, I should have photon cannons all over the place, and obviously I don't know. I could probably maybe I can wipe out Brown in the time that I've got, but...
have engaged the enemy. The warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You can see there's like more stuff up here. It never ends.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Fine, if they really want me to do it, I will pull my guys out of this base and start. I took out this island. That makes me feel better.
Carrier has arrived. Your command. Out. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Instructions. Your command.
Save my own base here.
warriors have engaged the enemy. Isa! Your warriors have
Single Zerg got airdropped in behind minerals and. Alright, well I did save. Maybe I really should have built photon cannons.
Instructions.
These guys got, you see, perfect shields, health down to red means they got hit by a defiler. Or by plague, I should say. That's the name of the attack.
Affirmative. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Power instructions.
Oh, I didn't know there was a little orange island down here. Oh well, not worth the trouble to destroy at this point, but...
Your command.
Yeah, so this will be it. Didn't get to destroy all the Zerg, but... What are they attacking? Oh, a Vespene geyser. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I suppose I should try to save my access, but... Man, look at how quickly these things can kill a building, though. It's pretty impressive.
We are under attack.
But yeah, at this point, I don't need to defend any of my bases. I don't need to do anything except stop them destroying the temple. And I'm a little embarrassed that I let the temple take damage. But it was because I was up here messing around, trying to do things outside of the mission objective and take their bases. And be like, oh, look how cool I am. I can do this stuff that you're supposed to just be desperate defense. In fact, it's tempting to go get up and leave this recording and get some food, but I've been having issues with this laptop crashing when there's any kind of physical change. Oh yeah, Guardians. You know what? Corsairs. They build fast, they're good against air, and this air attack stuff is starting to piss me off. I'm not pulling these guys off of that base so that they can...
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
See, isn't this awesome? They're doing splash damage to the guys other than the target they're aiming at. This guy here is not being shot directly, but he's still taking damage. Oh no, they destroyed too many of my frickin' pylons. 5 minutes left.
We are under attack.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, so my psi is all screwed up because they're killing my pylons, but... Jeez! They're everywhere! Enemy is everywhere!
We are under attack. We are under attack.
Now, of course they can come kill these too, but...
We are under attack.
I mean, this is still, it's more of a nuisance than anything. I'm... Because all I have to do is hold this base for 4 minutes, and there's nothing they can do to stop that. All this other stuff is basically distraction. Oh, you got drawn into their base, so that was stupid, buddy. Yeah, it's a really good idea to build. You can build like 2, 3, maybe even 4 rows of photon cannons there, and you can build them over here. You can't build them on the cracked land, but
Ready for battle.
We are under attack. We are under
oh, they destroyed
attack.
my arbiter tribunal.
You have not enough minerals. We are under attack.
Do your worst. 3 minutes. You're barely even trying to attack this thing because you know that you can't get through there. Attacking everywhere else. But yeah, I mean, you can see how many forces they got going at me at once. This is, I mean, no amount of photon cannons is going to stop that.
It is a good day to die. May I be of service? I stand ready.
We are under
It
attack.
is a good day to die.
We are under attack.
And still 47-17. That's because of the one attack that I let get through. They haven't taken any damage since. Now they might take some damage. Ah, yep. Guardians got in a couple of shots before I killed them.
We are under attack.
Surprised that some of my zealots are still going. This isn't a bad idea on their part, frankly.
We are under attack.
Thought she's in my way.
Hey, we killed the guys attacking this area.
May I be of service?
Under attack.
Man, they are not messing around. I just got everything I got. Take it back over towards the...
We are under attack.
So the question after a while becomes, well, how in the world is holding this damn crystal really going to save us? Because we're obviously totally hosed here. We're completely surrounded and overwhelmed by the Zerg in a way that early Terran mission wanted to portray, but it just knew that it was too unfair to have a mission that difficult that early on. I mean, this is the feeling, yeah, and if I had photon cannons, it would be slowing them down and making this work better, but this approach, I mean, we're inflicting pretty heavy casualties, and we're taking a lot of casualties. They've destroyed, this was Zeratul base, it's been destroyed. Artanis' base now consists of a cybernetics core that's basically destroyed, and a pylon. One of the bases I took from them, they just haven't got around to attacking yet. But clearly, we've been forced into a retreat here. All that we've got left is the temple, but that's all that matters. and they didn't really concentrate their forces here. I think even if they did, I don't think it would have been enough. The carrier, maybe they could have killed it faster than the carriers could kill them.
Is complete. Withdraw our forces into the temple and brace yourself.
This is going to be pretty hot. What about my probes? My probes are going to die. Yeah. Distant fourth in the resource count. Suggests they started with an awful lot. Lost 112 units. That's a lot of units to lose as Protoss, but killed 837. Man, you know, I was really hoping I'd break 1,000 kills so I could say I am a true warrior of the three races, but I didn't get to. So lost 81 structures. Man, most of that was at the during those last 15 minutes, of course, because I just didn't really bother to try to defend my bases after I didn't need them anymore. But total spent. I mean, the Brown... What can Brown do to you? Brown almost outspent me. It's amazing. And part of it was because they were like hatching, I guess, Scourge as fast as they could when I attacked one of their bases. We took out maybe a third. I'm going to guess, like, maybe a third, maybe a quarter, maybe half. But I'm thinking like about a third of their base we destroyed. And that was with 12 carriers, 3 arbiters backing them up with cloaking, 2 observers just in case an arbiter or observer got killed. But it was 12 carriers, fully leveled up. And I sent in like carriers to replace them. I had like, by the end, at least half of the carriers that were in that 12 carrier group were replacements who weren't part of the original. And I only destroyed a third of their base. So in this one, if you never put Zeratul and Artanis into the temple, and you just keep mining resources, it is possible to kill Brown and Orange, but it's very difficult. I think when I did do it, I was like saving before launching attacks, because you will hit a point where you've used up all of the minerals that are accessible to you, and you still haven't taken them out. But this is it. The ending of the Protoss campaign for Brood War. Our final Protoss cinematic. Unless I play Starcraft 2, I suppose. So for people who poo-poo Starcraft 2 because it was just too ridiculously long a time between Starcraft 1 and Starcraft 2, this is it for our Protoss cinematics. There's Zeratul, presumably. There's Artanis. You can tell it's him and not Zeratul because it doesn't have little Muslim woman face cover. So they stand together on this little spinny platform. Wow, this is cool, man. I wish I had a mouth so I could tell you how awesome this is. And those things are Zerg flyers, as weird as they look. Zeratul looks like Artanis, except that he's got like crappy robe on. Both of them look like they could, you know, do with a ham sandwich or something. Get a little meat on their bones. Yeah, and something's shaking. Everybody's shaking, baby. See, I don't think the story did a good job of building up in our minds exactly what's going on here. Even if StarCraft's ending seemed rather rushed, with Tacitor suddenly being like, "Oh, by the way, I think it was Ninate Halo's compliment. It made a comment that I really liked here. It was like, "Oh, I'm gonna charge Dark Templar energy through the hull of this ship, and because that's something I can do." Here it's like, I guess these 2 crystals we've been looking for will wipe out the the Zerg. Did they tell us that? They probably told us that. I don't know. The idea wasn't reinforced enough for me as a 21st century American with an attention span of a gnat to really get. But yeah, that's what happened. The crystals, when put in the temple in the correct way, and their powers were allowed to build and gel or whatever, they wiped out all the Zerg on the planet. I guess. Either that, or they just cleared a path of a couple square miles, and the Zerg will start taking over again, because Lord knows, apparently during the time it took us to find minerals, they already established 2 bases in that second mission of this campaign. But no, it looks like Shakuris, the planet of darkness and shadows, is now free and clear of Zerg, but still a planet of darkness and shadows. Good stuff. Next up, folks, it's going to be time for the Terran campaign. And we've got some dude here who won the Crew de Valor with combat tags. Good for him. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, so we'll be playing, I don't know, as him, but certainly we'll be playing as the UED. I've given away that much, so it's like, I guess, a mild spoiler. But yeah, we'll be playing as the United Earth Directorate throughout the Terran campaign, and no great surprise, during the Zerg campaign, we'll be playing as the Zerg forces under the command of the Queen of Blades, Kerrigan. So we'll have those 2 campaigns to look forward to, 8 missions to the Terrans, 10 missions to the Zerg plus bonus, and then we'll be done forever with the original Starcraft and its expansion. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching, having patience while I played around with trying to take out the orange and brown bases. I hope that I didn't wait too long before I decided, screw it, this is stupid, and went ahead and took the temple and got going. But if I did, you can kind of poo-poo me for that. But I hope you'll continue to watch anyway, as we continue to play through the significantly more difficult, it's going to get a lot harder, StarCraft Brood War. Again, Mysterious JG, thanks for watching. Bye for now, folks.